Hello, my name's Stephen H. Summers, and I teach music and jazz music class and guitar classes at Washtenaw Community College in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And we're going to take a look today at a tune called Round Midnight, which is a famous jazz standard originally written by Thelonious Monk, a famous jazz composer and pianist. Um, so with Round Midnight, um, it's based on a standard 32 bar form, AABA, which is a really common, song form for a lot of the jazz standards and music in general. So AABA, 8 bars for each section. And we're going to take a look at the sheet music for it. And you can see here it starts on an E flat minor chord and ends also on E flat minor. So our basic key is going to be considered E flat minor, and which is relative to G flat major. They share the same key signature, G flat major with the 6 flats, E flat minor, and then proceeds to a C minor 7 flat 5, which is it's very similar to the E flat minor. It has a lot of the same notes. It has a C in the bass, and then the F minor 7 flat 5 is a half diminished chord to the B flat 7, a 5 chord. So we see in this progression in the A section a lot of 2-5 progressions going from, like, here's E flat minor to A flat 7 is a 2-5 in the key of D flat. So when you're analyzing a song to figure out what kind of modulations are going on, or what kind of key changes, you want to look for the 2-5 progressions. Because here's a 2-5 right here, B minor to E is a 2-5 in the key of A, and then going down a half step, a 2-5 in A flat, then going, instead of going to A flat major, though, it goes to A flat minor, which is the 4 chord in the key of E flat minor. So this whole A section is really, it's really a blues based type progression where we get E flat minor and then some other chords eventually leading to A flat, back to E flat, and then the flat 6 dominant down here for the first ending, and then the 5 chord. So, beginning here, minor 2-5, and now the E flat minor 7 can function as a 1 minor, or we can look at it as a 2, because that 1 minor goes down to a 5 chord, a 2-5 in the key of D flat, and then the 2-5 in A, a 2-5 in A flat, all leading to the 4 chord. So this A flat minor 7 here can be looked at as a 4 minor in the key of E flat, or it's really becoming a 2 chord because the next chord is a 5. When you have a minor chord followed by a dominant chord, a fourth higher or a fifth lower, then that's a 2-5 in G flat, which is your relative major. Then we're back to another 2-5 progression in the key of D flat, the flat 6, and then the second ending just basically and then resolves on the E flat minor, which leads to the bridge, which is a 2-5 progression. And generally, when you see a minor 7 flat 5 chord, which is a half diminished chord, you're looking at that most often as a 2 chord in a minor key. Like up here, we're using it F minor 7 flat 5 to B flat 7, a 2-5-1 in the key of E flat minor. Here we have a minor 2-5, but it doesn't go to the minor, it goes to a dominant 7th. So we're calling this a 1-7 chord. So it's a 1 chord with the 1 is usually major or minor, but often in a jazz and blues context. Like if we did, say, just the 12 bar blues in B flat, then we'd be often using all dominant chords. So we'd call the 1 chord a B flat. We call it a dominant 7th. So that's essentially what's going on here. It's a 2-5 leading to a minor, but then he's utilizing a dominant 7th chord, and then that's repeated, same thing. Then here we have a 2-5-1 in G flat, because we've had a lot of 2-5s, strings of 2-5s, not really resolving to the 1, but here it does. And then the flat 7 to the 5, and then to a 1 dominant this time, not minor. Flat 7 dominant, back to that flat 6. And when they did the real book, which was originally done back in the 70s, Berklee School of Music, basically students just, wrote them out. And then, but I'm not sure why the C flat 7 here is a flat 7. Now here, it's functioning as a flat 6, I'm sorry. But they're calling it B7, which is the same as C flat 7. So I think this should really be called a C flat 7, especially if you're using it here and here. It would be better to stay consistent, call this a C flat 7, because it is functioning as a flat 6 dominant in the key of E flat minor. So a string of dominant chords here, where most commonly you'd use the Mixolydian mode, or you could use a Lydian dominant scale, which is just the Mixolydian mode with a raised 4th. And then basically leading back eventually to the A section. So the bridge. Dominant. And then the 2-5-1. Flat 6 with 5, a 1 dominant flat 7, back to the flat 6, 5, and then you're back to your it's a good, definitely a good tune to be familiar with. Um, you know, it's good to know a lot of the jazz standards, and this is definitely one that is a good one to learn and memorize. Start off with the basic chords and the melody, and then work on soloing through the chord changes, and then the Miles Davis version is a good one from that album Round Midnight. John Coltrane on too. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we will be doing more with different topics. So I hope to see you again soon, and thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you next time.